coming and joining us today. And I am closing for today's show. Are you ladies having a great time today?
Yes.
Yes? Yeah, you've been learning lots of things. You've been doing a lot of shopping as well? Amazing. Okay. So what I'm going to talk about, I'm not here to promote any brands or any specific, but I'm just here to explain to you and give you tips on how to create a radiant, youthful looking skin. And I'm just going to walk you basically through a skincare routine that you should be doing on a daily basis as well as on a weekly basis. I have published articles on my website as well as a lot of videos, and you can find me at www.beautydivaglam.com, and I'm also in social media under that handle, beautydivaglam. So let me start this by asking each and one of you, how many of you are still washing your face with water and soap? I hope nobody here in the audience, but it could be a possibility. Raise your hand, please. How many of you ladies use at least, let's say, 3 products? Oh, awesome. Now, let's just 5 products. Yep. In your either a day or nighttime routine. 5 products.
Oh,
kind of? Okay. And like myself, I am a product junkie. And I do like to use up to, let's say, maybe between 7 and 9 products at a time. And that could either be during the day or the night. So I'm one of those. What about you ladies? Anyone using more than 5 products? Yeah? Amazing. I congratulate you. I want to know what you're using later. Because you're amazing. Your skin looks amazing, by the way. I mean, you can really see, right? I think you all have beautiful skin. You can really see when a woman takes care of their skin, right? So, I mean, it just brings back a lot of confidence, right? And I find like when you have, I say when I get a little bit of a breakout, it just seems like it takes over my life a little bit, and that's my focus. So I try not to worry about too much with those things. But let's get this started. So, the number 1 step in any skincare regime is cleansing. It is important that you do it day and night because you are removing excess oils off the surface of the skin, including makeup, dirt, and any debris that you have collected throughout the day. Your cleansers, there's different types of cleansers. You have gel cleansers, you have milky cleansers, gel cleansers. You can also find cleansing wipes. And you can also include in your daily skincare regime handheld devices that can facilitate better cleansing of your skin. As well as I'm a big fan of double cleansing. So usually I'll do an oil first to remove all my makeup. And then I will follow up with a foaming cleanser. I do like the foaming action of a good cleanser. Now, let's not forget too that there is 2 and 3-in-1 cleansers, which they do the cleansing action as well as the toning action. Now, the second step on any skincare regime is your toning. A toner. You need a toner. I find a lot of people don't find this product to be essential or necessary as part of your skincare regime, but you must definitely use a toner day and night. And the reason why is because think of your skin being a sponge. So if you're placing something on the surface of a dry sponge, it will just sit there. As opposed to when you're placing something on the surface of a wet sponge, things will just get absorbed much more easier and faster. So think of your skin being a sponge. When it's moist, the following products, your serum and your moisturizers, will get absorbed better and work better into the deeper layers of your skin. Now, moving along, I have step number 3 and number 4, exfoliation and skin masking. These 2 steps, you should be doing them weekly, 1 to 2 times per week. And the reason why, this is what's going to give you, this is the secret. This is what's going to give you radiance and a youthful looking skin. So you might, if you're not doing it, I will explain to you when you should be doing it, why and how, and what products you can also use. So let's start with exfoliation. So exfoliation, you need to do it 1 to 2 times per week. And the reason why is because as we get older, the cell turnover on our skin slows down. And it also, when you're exfoliating on a regular basis, it facilitates better penetration of your serums and moisturizers. There is 2 types of exfoliants. You have your chemical exfoliant and your mechanical exfoliant. Chemical exfoliants are usually alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, lactic acid, glycolic acids. Whereas the mechanical ones are the ones that they're granular. You can feel the granules on the skin. So depending on your skin condition, that's the amount of times that you will exfoliate your skin without getting over-exfoliated. I find that a lot of people are overusing exfoliants, and then the problem is that you may not see it for the first few weeks. Once you become over-exfoliated, I have over-exfoliated myself, just playing around with different products. It takes time to get your skin back in shape, and you basically need to change all your skincare products to a routine that's more for a sensitive skin. So you have to watch out how you're using products. You can definitely mix and match, and you must be aware of what you're using, how you're using it, and what those ingredients are actually doing on the skin. Now moving along to, so how many of you ladies exfoliate here? Like, how many times per week? 1, 2, or more?
2, 3 times.
2 or 3 times per
Remember?
week? A month. Okay, try to do maybe once a week. And then I think you will see, I mean, you have beautiful skin, yeah. So.
I'm 102.
Wow.
Remember when I came into your store?
Yeah.
I came to see you and I said, Monique, what's going on? My skin is so dry. What's happening? I was exfoliating every day.
Yes, I
Remember?
you, yeah.
And I have dry, sensitive skin. And Monique was like, what are you doing? You know that.
Yes, yeah, I remember Heather came to see me for a consultation and she said, I'm getting all these little like
Oh, yeah, red bumps.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
And that was the first thing I said, what are you doing? Like, are you over-exfoliated? Because that's the first thing that you would notice on the skin. Like, when you're over-exfoliated, it looks like you're starting to get a breakout.
Yeah.
But basically the skin is just reacting. It's super dehydrated.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I thought you were supposed to do it every day.
No, not every day.
Yeah,
no,
she said, have I not taught you anything?
Yes, I do now remember
Yeah.
that. And well, now you're.
And now it's better.
Yeah. So she literally had to repurchase like a whole new skincare routine. Just to bring back the
So it
skin
helped.
to a healthy state.
Yeah.
And then, because I know you like to use some anti-aging products, right? So when the skin is overexfoliated, you're using retinols. Or
Yeah, I
any
was doing that
glycolics,
too.
You have to stay away from that until your skin is intact, and then you got to get back onto your anti-aging routine. So that's one thing I always mention people know about: don't overexfoliate, because then that can lead into a whole different type of problems, and it takes time to regaining back your health of your skin. So now moving along to skin masking. I know there's a lot of hype about skin masking, multi-masking, and I love masks. What about you ladies? You're into a lot of face masks? Yeah. What's your favorite? Like, do you
Like Dr. Jart?
Is it hydrating, exfoliating, or hydrating? Yes. I love hydration. I'm not too oily. But so there's 3 reasons why I recommend to use face masks. 1 to 3 times per week, and the reason why I say 3 times per week, now that we're going into the winter months, our skin tends to get very dry, and I find for myself 3 times I'm good in terms of like feeling hydrated, not too dry, and then my lines don't are pronounced too much. So the 3 reasons why you should be using a weekly skin mask. Well, number 1 is to add extra hydration to the surface of the skin, and my favorite cosmeceutical ingredient for that is hyaluronic acid. So it brings that a lot of moisture to the surface. It helps to smooth out fine lines and add plumpness to the skin. The other reason and other masks are for the purpose of removing excess oils on the surface of the skin, and that'll be your glaze. And also to refine pores. So we have exfoliating masks that will do that as well as clean. And other masks, well, here I have another one. For example, if you're into tanning, self-tanning with self-tanners, there's also self-tanner sheet masks you can use. But the other product that I wanted to talk about is patches. These are eye patches, yeah. So if you're the type of person like myself, I love my salty food. I tend to sometimes retain a little bit of water. So where it shows the most, or if I don't get a lot of sleep, will be below my eye area. So patches are also really recommended. Most of them contain witch hazel, calming properties and refreshing properties that help to smooth out this area of the face. You can also find face patches that will be targeted for across the forehead, for those lines, for the lash lines. And you leave them on for 10 to 15 minutes, including the sheet mask, and then you're good to go. Normally, there's also overnight masks that you can sleep with. So you will wash your face, tone, and put a thick layer of the overnight mask, sleep with it, and the next morning you just remove that residue. And then you go about with your serum and your moisturizer. So skin masking is like something that I love doing. I really do see an improvement, and I notice the difference right away. And especially, let's just say, for example, if I'm going to a party or like an event like this, the last 3 days, I've been waking up in the morning, I rinse my face with cold water because I can feel like a little bit of puffiness around the eyes. And I go and apply a mask, leave it off for 15 minutes, rinse off, and then I do my makeup and everything else. Yeah.